Hello everyone, Slayer here, with a mod for Skyrim Special Edition called Dwemer Mining Facility. It adds to the game a few new features like an ability to easily mine large amounts of ores, and an alternative way to level up quickly. It's completely lore friendly, and today I'm going to show it to you. The facility is located in the Rift, somewhere to the east of Rift Watchtower and to the south of Mistwatch. After installing the mod, the marker will be visible. It is a distinctly Dwemer looking structure, so you really can't miss it. Here on the top we have a few things of interest. Back there is a full setup for doing all kinds of smithing work. In the center we have a platform that will take us to the Tonal Architect's laboratory. We're going to take a look at it in just a minute. And over here is the mining facility itself, though, as you can see, once you get here the first time it will be like this, half destroyed. But that's okay, because it can be rebuilt. Here is the little guide, where you can find the lists of required items for all 3 stages of reconstruction. Most of these items are in abundance in Dwemer ruins, just lying around, with little to no use outside this mod. But some can be tricky to find, and for that there is a special machine that can duplicate these artifacts, which I will show you later. Once you have those items, just activate this special anvil and the process will begin. So, now I'm going to skip a little, get the materials and show you how it will look after it's finished. Alright, there it is. Now it's time to take a look at the functionality. That is where the ores are going to be. This is the main control panel. And that is the maintenance valve. To operate the facility and start mining, the first thing you need to do is refuel it with dwarven oil by simply activating this port. You can insert up to 3 bottles, and each bottle adds to the time it takes to finish the session, but it also adds to the result. Next, the facility has 2 different search programs, one for a specific type of ore and the other for any type. To get the specific ores, you also need to set the coordinates for the constellation that the ore corresponds to. But it is done down below, in the laboratory. I will show you how this works in a bit. For now, let's switch to random ores and see how it goes. To start mining, just press this button. If done correctly, it will give you an estimated time. You can spend this time any way you want. You can return much later to get the results, but not before. I'll just wait for it right here. So, the 36 hours has passed and now we are ready to see the results. To finish the session, just press the same button. And, there you have it, ores. Nice. Next, let's try the other program. I'll just switch it here. But this time I'm going to skip the preparations and see you guys at the results. Okay, I already went to the lab and set the coordinates for ebony ore, refueled the facility, activated it and waited the required amount of time. So we are all set for the results. Let's check it out. Now I think it's time to go downstairs and take a look at the other features of this mod. We are in the Tonal Architect's laboratory. The first time you'll get here, you will be greeted by a dwarven sphere master, which can be quite dangerous to low-level characters. But I already took care of it. As you can see, there are a few points of interest. Next to me is the duplicator, but more on that at the end. On top, we have a focusing lens. To the left is the celestial array. To the right all sorts of control panels. And far behind is the door to the celestial harmonic resonator. So, what's it all about? Well, in short it's like a standing stones. It channels energy from the Aetherium to give you a skill boost. But like all Dwemer machines, it's a bit more complicated and mysterious than that. Before we start, we need to grab all these books, we're going to need them. And because I already used it, let's reset everything by pulling this lever. There. First, you need to set the coordinates for the constellation that corresponds to the skill you want to improve, or the type of ore you require. This information can be found in this book. I'm going to pick the two-handed, which conforms with ebony ore, as you can see. This diagram is like a little puzzle, and you need to match it here on the celestial array. This slots can be activated if you have a filled common soul gem. Okay, I believe everything's right. Next we have to set the calendar corrections. To do this, you simply open the game menu and there you can see the current date and season. Then find the date on the panel, and set the season through this dial. But, as you can see, it's in Dwarven. So, now we need to find out which letter matches with the season. This book contains exactly that information. It's this one. Great, let's find it and activate. Done. Now let's see if I made a mistake somewhere or not. Good, everything is fine. The ocular outside is aligning on the constellation and the phase 1 is complete. We need to do one last thing, and that is the temperature adjustment. In this book, you can find the table with the correct setting for each skill and season combination. And you can apply this setting, using this panel. One lever controls the heater and the other controls the freezer. They are up there as you can see. So, just pull one of the levers and wait until this nub gets to the right position, and then you stop it. If it directly opposite to one of these marks, then the green light will be displayed. This last step is pretty important because if you discharge the machine without the right temperature setting, then you'll lose about 15 to 20% of charge. Okay, it's ready. At this point, you can already use the facility to mine only a specific type of ore that you've set here. But if you want to advance skill or shorten the time it takes to finish a mining session, then we still have things to do. We need to charge the machine. For that, we have to go inside the Celestial Harmonic Resonator. Here you will be greeted with this warning message which says that you shouldn't leave this room before this grid of gems will be filled. This procedure takes place only once. Okay, while it's working on that, I'm going to go over the details. Basically, it's a match 3 game. That is the reset button in case there are no more matches. There are the gauges. The one on the left indicates how many moves you have left and the one on the right is how much charge you've generated. When it reaches the top, you are maxed out. Alright, looks like it's finished. Now I just need to score some points. I should point out that you can leave this at any time. You don't have to charge it up to the max. But if you do, you're going to get the best result. There. I'm maxed out. Now is time to go back to the lab and finish this. All that's left to do is release the charge with this valve. Here we go. But, before I step into the light, let me grab this sword, because to actually get the result you need to hold in your hand something made of Dwemer metal. Now I'm ready. Let's just check my current skill level. And, it's 41. Okay, here we go. Ouch, it's done. As you can see, I'm just mastered my two-handed skills in an instant. How about that? Now the last thing. The duplicator. This machine can make your life so much easier if you learn how to use it. With this, you won't have to scour the Dwemer ruins in search of that particular small lever or cog that you need to repair the mining facility. You can print as many as you want. You'll just need to have one copy of each item stored somewhere and some Dwemer metal. So, here's how it works. First, pick up the book here called the Duplicator. Inside it, you'll find the pictures and names of all Dwemer items in the game with 4 letter codes and how many ingots it takes to print them. Then just memorize the code of the item you want to duplicate and, with it in your inventory, activate this window. If you have it, it will be placed there. Then make sure to place appropriate amount of Dwemer ingots in this container. And don't forget that the machine runs on soul gems and dwarven oil. After everything is in place, simply pull this lever and wait while the item is being produced. Now you can just pick it up. As long as you have enough materials, you can print as many copies as you want. Okay then, I think that's about it. If I forgot something, or if you have any questions, just let me know in the comments. I will try to answer them as best I can. The mod is available for PC and Xbox on Bethesda.net and nexusmods.com. The links are in the description. Enjoy! Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe. There are more mods to come. See you next time.